Hello Libra, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Libra is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards. Use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Libra, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And Knight of Pentacles, wonderful energy. This is really having that vision of the future. You know, I think that Libra, you're somebody with long-term goals. You can see yourself in a month, a year, 5, 10 years, right? You know who you want to be, where you want to be, and what you want to be doing. You know, in the long term. It's really about the long-term vision here. Okay, and I think that you have a very specific sight that you've got your eyes trained on. You're very honed into something in the future, okay? So in other words, you have goals, and by golly, you're going to achieve those goals, okay? And really, that says something. A lot of us don't know really what our goals are. And a lot of the time on this channel, in this energy, in these readings, I wonder, like, what are the goals, you know? We get a lot of cards, a lot of readings for people where it's just like, we got to find out what those are. Okay? And Libra, I'm getting the feeling that you know what yours are. Now, let's see how we're getting there. If there's a time frame, if there is an idea of what those, oh, the sun. That's what you're looking at. That's what the Knight of Pentacles is doing, is looking at the sun. I don't want you to do that. I don't think it's good for our eyes. I don't know exactly. I'm not an expert, so don't take my word for it. But energetically, I feel like this is what you're doing. You're looking at that sun, and that is really your absolute ideal of health, of wealth, of fun, you know, of fulfillment, of pleasure, of joy. These two down here are just frolicking through the land. This is really a stunning card, right? And it kind of matches the studio today a little bit. This is really that pinnacle of success. Okay, this is everything for you. Yeah. And I think there might be a key in here, because there's these two figures down there. So I'm wondering, Libra, if you have somebody that you're going to experience this with. Or at least it brings up the question, in this vision of our future self, who am I, where am I, and what am I doing? Who are you doing it with, I guess, is the question, right? So maybe there's something to do with relationships here. Let's see underneath the surface. A Six of Swords, excuse me. You have that plan already, right? You've got the very clear vision. So not only do we have the vision of the future with the Knight of Pentacles, but we've kind of worked our way backwards. As I say, we've reverse engineered it, and we know step by step kind of what to do. Step by step, day by day, right? We know kind of what the plan is. We have the objective, and we've got the map that shows us how to get there. Now, the map is not always the territory. A lot of things are going to happen along the way. Good things and maybe not so good things, right? But we're still headed in that direction. We've got to maintain our balance, our focus. This is really a card that it's the beauty and the harmony of the mind. And I think it's a mind that is just as trusting and believing as it is skeptical, right? So it's kind of bringing out some very good Libra qualities in you, where you're not judging, right? And you're trying to listen, you're trying to take it in, and you're trying to see how every fact, every event, every thought and feeling, every interaction, every exchange with another person fits into the larger plan, fits into your larger picture of life, right? And so this is really, in some ways, it's about communication. In a lot of ways, right? So again, it suggests that there might be something here about about a partnership of some kind. We've got the Empress. In some ways, especially in the kind of mythology of the tarot, what does the Empress need but the Emperor, right? Those are those two kind of opposite components that need to come together. It's me and the other thing or the other person. It's not gender specific or anything like that. The Empress is, it's kind of like you've done the inner work. You have, you've gotten your life on track in some way. Like you are prepared. You're ready for something, right? Maybe this is you really ready for the sunrise, right? Ready for this best life, this absolute fulfillment and success, this wealth, this prosperity, all of it. And we're just kind of sitting here saying, okay, I've done the work and I'm ready now to move on to this next phase. Okay? That we've prepared ourselves, and it's a very spiritual thing. We've prepared ourselves so that we can have that peak spiritual experience, right? Or you've done the work. Now you're ready to go to the next level. You've completed all the training. Now you're ready to really start doing the work or take the job or whatever it is, right? This could really be a card that says that we have healed. You know, that we're feeling that you know, the difficulties have been overcome. And I've recovered, and I've healed, I've restored myself, and I'm actually now, I'm doing better than I was. You're in a really good place right now, I feel. Yeah. And I feel that because we're in such a good place right now, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, that we're ready for that next thing. We're ready for that really peak experience. We're ready for that amazing sunrise. Yeah. I think you've done a lot of healing recently, and I think that it's prepared you for what is coming next. Now, what are we aspiring to? Let's see what the next card is. Seven of Wands. Interesting. The Seven of Wands is kind of, it's almost a card that kind of says you got to stop fighting a little bit. You know, that we're in too much of an assertive energy. Okay? And especially when you look at the Empress, I don't know how well you can see that. When you look at the Empress and the Knight of Pentacles, they're not moving really, right? That they are both, they're both sitting and waiting and looking at something. Okay? They're just kind of, they're witnessing almost, right? They're seeing, they're observing, they're taking it all in. And maybe what they're watching is that amazing sunrise. They're watching that beautiful life just kind of arise and manifest and illuminate and warm them. And, you know, so I almost feel as if you don't have to fight for it right now. Right now is a period of time for you just to witness what you've already done. Witness the life that you've built, that the success that is rising now in your life. And maybe it's not a time for Seven of Wands striving. Maybe it's a time to witness. Right? Witness life. Witness who you are. Witness yourself. And the sun, of course, is that spiritual self. Right? You watch yourself rise to the great heights that you're rising toward. It's almost effortless. Okay? Now, maybe on the physical plane, we still have a lot of work to do. And we're still battling tremendous odds. And maybe this is where your mind is. Right? They were and the card that's at the top of the path of the dove like that is almost the card that kind of is the energy that's kind of overshadowing everything. It's kind of maybe the whole reading in a nutshell too, which is this fighting against tremendous odds. And I think that you're still in fight mode, even though it's kind of like, hey, you've already won, you know, or at least this is a break in the battle that says just look around at what you're creating. Look around at what you're doing. Look around at the progress that you've made. Okay. Let's see what's in the future position. Four of Swords. Four of Swords is called truce. So it really is literally cease fire, stop fighting. Okay, and it might just be it might be like, you think of I don't know, something like in Game of Thrones or something where the two armies are fighting, but then there's like that comet that goes above, everybody kind of stops fighting and looks at it. I feel like it's just a break in the striving for your success to witness the miracles that are going on in your life right now, because I feel like there's a lot of prosperity happening right now. And it's not a time for us to continue to fight. Maybe we just have to stand back and look at it and receive it, witness it, accept it, and then do what you will with it afterwards. But I feel like the Sun card is kind of representing that, a big payoff, a big kind of incoming prosperity. Yeah. And I think we'll miss it if we don't get out of the fight mode. Okay. The Four of Swords really is kind of saying that this prosperity might even lead us to not feeling that we have to fight anymore. Might be leading to this truce, right? So in other words, you've been fighting and striving for this abundance in your life in whatever form, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. And now that you're receiving it, it seems like it makes life a lot easier. It brings us out of this constant struggle for survival of the Seven of Wands. Okay. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor, infinite and unknown. And we're going to put it over here. Kevin, aka Mr. Bates, right there on top. And we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation we need. If you have a prediction for the card, drop it in the comments. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free, doesn't cost anything. And I really do appreciate that because it's good for the channel. It helps the channel grow. We can reach more people and I get to keep doing what I love to do, which is talk to you. Let's look at your general energy now. Path of the Serpent, 10 of Wands. The alternative position to the Seven of Wands, right? Seven of Wands, if we keep fighting, we're basically just wearing ourselves out. We're just grinding axle. We got to ease down. Ease down, Ripley. Okay. Otherwise, we're gonna blow the transaxle again, or the other one, right? And so the 10 of Wands might even kind of be a card that says, hey, we're kind of tired of fighting. I'm tired of struggling and striving and fighting against the opposition all the time. Trying to push through life and really just try to push in to some sort of success or abundance. I think it's time we step back and we say, oh, here it comes. And be open to receiving that. Yeah. And we could be talking physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, creative. We could be talking in terms of love or romance or, connection, friends, partnerships, or literally money. Okay? That Sun card really is everything. The Sun card is not just money. It's not just health. It's not just friendships. It's everything. Every aspect of your life is one ray of light coming off of the sun. One wave or particle or whatever. And so it's infinite. It could be it literally is everything, right? Nothing is really hidden in the Sun card. So I think it really is this clarity, a recognition, and an acknowledgement of where you are in life. And this future vision that you have, maybe we're closer than we thought to having that kind of success, or at least a moment along the journey where we need to stop and accept it, appreciate it, recognize it, enjoy it. Because I think you've healed, I think you've done the work, I think you've prepared yourself, right, for this. I'm putting them in the wrong way. You've prepared yourself for this beautiful sunrise. Okay. But if we keep fighting, we keep striving, we keep pushing forward kind of blindly almost, we're going to wear ourselves out. We're going to break something, right? We're not going to notice. We're not going to see that sunrise. Okay, and literally the Ten of Wands is somebody who's just carrying all this burden on their shoulders and isn't seeing the sunrise, isn't noticing that there is a nice gentle breeze blowing, not noticing that there's this fresh spring of water that they can drink from and wash their face and stuff, not enjoying anything, not noticing anything. You look at the Ten of Wands in the Rider-Waite-Smith pack. It's somebody that's got a huge bundle of sticks like this and they can't see. It's covering their vision, right? That's a very important aspect of that card. What the Ten of Wands suggests is that we put the sticks down so we can witness what's going on around us, or we ask somebody, here, hold this. Here, can you carry half of these? I carry half. And that way we can both see and witness and experience the abundance of life. You're carrying so much on your shoulders, it feels as if you can't put this down. But if you don't put it down, you're not going to experience, you're not going to see the results of all of your work. So what's the point, right? So maybe this is another card of partnership. We do see that there are 2 wands out front against the other 8. So it could be this idea of a partnership, right? This coming together, that with you and this partner, this connection, there is the ability to make even more progress, but progress of a different kind. You're splitting the load between the 2 of you so you can both witness the achievements and experience the joy and the satisfaction of reaching your goals. So I wonder if you're if this is really about the recognition of your kind of readiness to take a partner. Business partner, friend partner, romantic partner, whatever you want, right? Maybe realizing that it's time and I'm ready and I want that. Yeah. Well, let's see what's in the environment here. A 6 of Wands. See, victory now. Now it's kind of like it's an end to the fighting, not because we've just kind of given up or taken a break, but now there's a real win, right? A huge win, really. Because this is now, this is a harmonious kind of effort. And so maybe it is this still, it's a win, but I think it's kind of winning. It's the process of winning. This is kind of like, every day is a win, because we're not in the 7 of Wands. It's not this feeling that we have to keep fighting. It's not that the odds are so far against me that I have to be a 10 of Wands to push back. Maybe now we've shared the load. It's equal. It's harmonious. There's balance. It's a 6, right? The 6 is also the number of the sun. We have the sun card. So there is this idea of having the right team, even if it's a team of, well, it could be a team of 1, but a team of 2, right? Maybe that's the way to really, really succeed here. You can do it all by yourself if you want. Yeah, you're capable of it, sure. You've done it thus far. You're that empress, right? But maybe we realize that now I'm going to have a more satisfying, a deeper, richer experience of life if I think in terms of a team, okay? And it's not just about, financial or kind of earthly success. It could be a creative partnership, it could be an emotional kind of situation, but I feel that we're maybe recognizing that living in harmony with a group, with a partnership, with some sort of a team energy is going to bring you more of what you want in life, less of what you don't want, right? More pleasant days, maybe more achievement, maybe more ability to manifest your goals. Maybe there is kind of a financial abundance here if it's a creative expression that we're after. What is the obstacle? 2 of Pentacles. For the Empress, when you're single for a long time, it's quite difficult. It's an effort, right, to suddenly be in a partnership, and vice versa. When you're so used to living your life one particular way, it's very difficult then to start living in a different way. If you're used to doing everything yourself, to carrying all the groceries in the car to the house, it's going to be an adjustment when then you kind of, there's somebody else that's going to carry them too. you know. And I'll tell you the truth, when my wife and I got together, it was like that. It still is like that sometimes. We were both single for a long time. And then when we got together and, you know, we became a family, became a team, right? I would still try to carry all the groceries from the car, like literally. And so would she. And sometimes we'd argue about who gets to carry all the groceries, because we're both so used to doing it ourselves that now if I'm not, I'm like, what do I do? You know, I kind of get thrown off balance, because it's a change, and it's really a night and a day. Now I'm carrying all the grocery bags, you know, and then suddenly now I have this partner, this teammate, you know, that is able to do some of the work too. I have a difficult time letting them, right? And I think this goes with everything. If this is a financial thing, a work thing, if this with friends, if it's family, if it's your pets, your plants, whatever. We're so used to doing things a certain way. It's an adjustment when we try to do it a very different way. Even if that new way is going to be so much better, we have to allow ourselves some adjustment, right? I really would like to get your Libra power card, the adjustment or justice card. But what is the outcome here? I feel like it's going to be some more earth energy. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. The two become one, right? The two separate entities now become that one team, that very prosperous, very, very effective. We are operating as one whole unit, right? And that is beautiful. I think this really is a big payoff for you, in a way that really affects every aspect of your life. Okay, I think that this is definitely a financial thing. We got a lot of earth energy, 1, 2, 3 earth cards, plus the Empress, plus the Sun card. I feel like you are you're expecting a kind of a large sum of money. Okay, and that could be part of our healing, our Empress, our kind of restoration of things, and maybe it's part of this idea that now you're kind of ready to join forces and have a team, or to live your life in such a way that you don't have to fight so hard just to survive, that now you have time to enjoy life and to be happy and to immerse yourself in things that are meaningful, right? Of a different order, anyway. Yeah. Let's look at that mystery card. This is either going to be the Libra energy, the Justice or Adjustment card, or I'm kind of feeling another Earth card. But I kind of feel I'm really looking at the twins here of the Sun card. And I'm thinking maybe this will be like the Page of Pentacles, maybe the Page of Cups. Maybe I'm thinking Pentacles. Yeah. Because I kind of feel like this is bringing you into a kind of a new life, right? This is say this is a big, excuse my voice, say this is a big sum of money, right? It's going to change your life in a way where it's just like, what do I do? You know, how do I live my life now? It's almost like I don't have to fight for everything I need. Now I can follow my heart. Now I can just kind of look and witness life. So I kind of see that Page of Pentacles, like looking at that Ace of Pentacles and thinking, wow, like, what am I supposed to do with this? You know? It's like someone who's never cooked anything in their life. Suddenly you give them this really weird looking vegetable and they're like, wow, what is it? You know? And to me, that's a very good feeling. It's very curious. It's very interested. It's filled with wonder, because there's so many possibilities. Let's see what this is. Oh, look at that. Page of Pentacles. Looking at that new life as if, wow, we're looking at the Ace of Pentacles. This isn't the money itself. This is kind of that new life that the money, maybe literal, maybe metaphoric, but this big payoff, this big change, what this is actually doing for you. It's allowing you to stop and just kind of smell the roses, you know, to observe life, to appreciate life, to just take it all in. Yeah. And not have to fight for every single little thing. It's very interesting. Very interesting. We're going to do an extended reading. Now, I think that the partnership has something to do with this. Yeah. That it might be, even you might be in a relationship now, and it might just be something as simple as allowing your partner to take some of the responsibility off your shoulders. That's going to allow you to not only appreciate your life more and to be present and to witness your life more, but I think to be more productive too at the same time. Right? Anyway, if you want to watch the extended, there's a link up top. There's one down below. New readings for Libra every Wednesday and Saturday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free, does not cost anything. And leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Especially if this is your first time here, I want to welcome you. Thank you for joining us. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you, and I love you, and we're all in this together.